Okay, welcome to another business podcast, Fit for Business. Today we have our lovely Eva Kuczynska join my first ever episode, so I'm super excited. Thank you for joining, Eva.
Thank you for inviting me. I feel honored to be here.
That's some pressure for me to do well for this first podcast. So I was thinking maybe you can briefly introduce yourself and maybe add at the end how we met and how this came about, and that'll be a good starting point.
With my pleasure. I'm from Poland. I am entrepreneur. I live between Cyprus and Spain for the last 6 years. And I love gym.
Yeah?
I love fitness, yes.
Nice. So I specifically invited her for as a first guest for this Fit for Business, I'll say this podcast. And the reason why is because she is, I always tell Eva, you're like two-person working at different projects all at the same time. Eva is someone that I look up to a lot, both from a fitness and a business perspective as well. And I wanted her to explain to us how she thought, why she started focusing so much on fitness and nutrition. So the reason, and then I want to dive into how she maintains this habit, because it's you will find out she has a very strict and schedule, which leads to some dinner conflicts that we're having now with Eva, Vincent, and I, and also the benefits that she sees from these fitness and nutrition habits that she implemented. So hopefully this will inspire some of the viewers. I only have 156 now, so it's a growing
Let's
process.
make it 1,000.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, let's start off with that. Like, why did you become fitness, not a fanatic, but why did you start putting so much importance on fitness and also nutrition?
Good question. I was always into fitness and I always like sports, but I would say that before I was not consistent. After a certain age, I of course not gonna say my age here, but after a certain age we see our body energy that slows down.
Yeah.
And in my case, I've seen swollen stomach, and actually this led to swollen intestines. Inflammation,
yes, and bloating. I have that as well.
Exactly. So I reached out to nutrition for help. And this changed completely my life. First of all, I was surprised that I have a control over my body, because I never realized that this is possible. So we always say impossible, but actually impossible is I am possible, yeah?
I love that.
So
it's a motivational quote.
Indeed. So I got myself inspired with results that were in a very short term, just following a guidance from the dietitian, nutrition, I would say, to eat at specific times, by 9 breakfast, but by 1 lunch, and by 7 p.m. the last meal,
that's
which
very
is dinner.
Strict.
And then obviously because of the inflammation, I had to eat specific food, and I need to avoid food that were making the blow of my stomach. So this, of course, combination with fitness, because as we know, it's a combination of workout and good diet.
Yes.
So what the most difficult is to start, because you don't see the results within 1 week. Yeah. So it's true that results takes time, and we need to be very consistent in what we do in our life in general. Because as we know, the small steps leads to the big change.
Yes, exactly. And I love what you said about you felt in control.
Indeed.
of your body. And then this is, I think, as a dietitian, your nutritionist, or as a personal trainer, this is like something that I love hearing from my clients. Like, Dylan, this is the first time I feel in control of my body or my habits or exercise routine. And I think, at least myself, I see myself as an enabler. So I give you the guidance. Hopefully I'm not forcing too much my clients to do, push-ups or eat this 100 grams of protein, but I want to give them a railway where they can follow and then kind of trust us in the instructions that we give. And I feel like that's what you felt with the nutritionist.
Right. And if I may say something, when we follow a specific diet, specific measurements, we see not only body change, but our energy and strength. So I did also see myself in a different version, that I go to the gym and I lift the weights that I haven't done before. So I became very strong, and also because
I could see.
Thank you. But because you follow this diet, your body feels lighter. So it's different when you make plank, when your body is not inflamed. You eat very healthy, not a big portions. So it's a completely different game. And also I remember when I was running on the treadmill or in the park, it was the first time to feel the body so light, and I was like, wow, my legs are actually moving alone. So I didn't know this feeling before, and
amazing.
Yes, and actually, because this is going to lead probably to the next question about how to combine this with business, right?
Yes, exactly. So that's well. Before we go to the business part, I think what you were mentioning was specifically about recovery, because if you take in the right nutrition, and if you stop eating at a certain time, as your dietitian said, it's 7 o'clock that you
last meal 7.
7 o'clock.
Although the first 2 months I was eating at 6.
At 6.
So even 6:30 I was done.
Wow. Okay. And then I think a lot of more newer research are coming about the importance of sleep. And I think getting the timing of the meals, but also the content of the meal, is gonna basically end up helping you recover faster and give you the right fuel to have the intense exercise, where it makes you feel stronger during the exercise, where it makes you feel lighter. And it's almost like you have flipped this negative spiral into a positive spiral, because you have more energy now, you're recovering better, and then you just keep getting stronger and stronger. Is that right?
I wanted to say that it was really difficult because I was feeling really hungry at 9 o'clock or 10. So the best thing was, go to sleep, Eva, because there is no food.
Exactly.
I mean, I could, but I was following this. So it's true. It's true that the sleep is crucial, and it's all package. Yes, it's the exercise, the diet, a good sleep, 8 hours minimum before 11 o'clock. It's a beautiful journey that I'm still in the journey and still enjoying it. Because the most important is to enjoy. Because if you don't enjoy, and this is for any topic in life, just leave it. So you need to really enjoy, be passionate about that.
I love
and
that.
As we speak, and as we met, it was our first topic actually.
Yes.
However, I hope I inspired, or I shared this with many people that were asking me. Then I think they also got inspired, and they got tips, to help themselves. Which way, how to start, and
because I see you as a big fitness advocate for workouts and also for nutrition. So no, it's true, and I just want to keep this format as condensed as possible. So I was gonna ask you. So that's why you started bloating, no?
Yeah.
And that kind of got you going into the nutrition side by seeing a dietitian, and that had a positive effect on your fitness. But what is the for the audience the key to making it a habit and making it a continuous thing that you can do for a long time? Because a lot of my clients say as well, Dylan, I've done the 60-day or 90-day transformation. But what happens is after I do that, I just go back to my old habits. So is there any lights or tips that you can share with us?
Well, it's true that it's about the mindset, correct mindset, and it's about not giving up, yes?
Yeah.
So it's about personality that you have, because my personality it was always, I never give up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
However, before, I think I was not that strong, but I think with a swollen belly and going to the beach and trying to hide the belly, I was not feeling confident anymore, although I'm very confident person, but this was always my issue and it was in my mind. So when you are really struggling for years, and I think the swollen belly was, in my case, for 7-8 years, but it was not that big, or I was not seeing that that it's a problem. But I think is if you really struggle and you really feel swollen, you know.
You want to change.
You want to change it,
and
yes.
You want to get
so
better.
there was no other way. I had to be consistent, because the consistency is difficult. But this is the only key.
Yeah. So you had for you, I guess you had a big enough pain or a big enough reason, and the whatever you started with the nutritionist, it worked, and you didn't want to go back to how you were feeling before.
It's true, yes.
In the beach and
exactly.
how you felt.
Exactly. It was for my psychology.
Yeah.
And a part of my psychology for my confidence, but the most important is to feel light, to feel that the food is digested.
Yeah.
It's a different energy.
Yeah.
Also different energy inside, which I didn't know before. So it was also discovery for me, discovery channel, as we're saying.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's I mean, without sharing too much about myself, because this is about Eva, but I had bloating as well, and I constantly struggled in my previous work, Gartner, because I was very stressed at work. To relieve that stress, I was eating later, I was eating more in the evening, and it was just like a negative cycle. But because I started to change that, because I didn't want to feel the same way, where you were bloated.
Exactly.
So we have that similar background with the bloating pain. And the last, I would say the question will be, what are the benefits of having the right nutrition and the right fitness? And maybe we can focus the benefits specifically on business. So obviously, you get stronger, you get lighter, you feel better, you have more energy. But how has that affected your business performance?
My business performance, well, I had to fit also the schedule of the diet and the fitness trainings, yes?
Yeah.
So it helped also to be more, I would say, organized, even more organized, although I'm super organized, but this was to exercise early morning. So it really made me more consistent in the business. Made me stronger, made my lifestyle more,
attractive.
More attractive, yes.
Yeah.
It was a purpose.
Yeah.
Because there is a certain time you work, certain time you exercise.
Yeah.
But if you follow, the schedule every day, because the everyday life is a routine life.
Yeah.
But this routine helped me. In business also.
Yeah. Because from my perspective, when I look at you, and when I know you are a salesperson that was already very successful, But when I see you, let's say, you know, uploading pictures of you working out, or you know, taking selfies and looking fit, it makes you even more attractive, and I think it sends this like positive energy to whoever is following.
Yes.
That, you know, it is possible to be a very successful businesswoman, but also take care of your body as well. So I think that it complements each other.
It is true, and the first thing and the most important thing, I did it for myself.
Yeah.
So it's not for others. I did it for myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm also traveling a lot. So the conferences, they start from 9 and they finish at 6.
Yeah.
So I had to also put the training before and cook. So I used to stay in Airbnbs rather than hotels. Like usually you go for the trip.
Yeah.
And make my program with cooking. This was challenging because you know, you have dinners that you have to attend. Yeah. You have lunches. But I was always with my small Tupperware, you know, on the side eating. But it's paying off very well.
Yeah, yeah. No,
So,
I could see that.
thank you.
And I think just one question that I thought of, maybe just because I have some female audience as well. Is there any like how do I put this? Is there any like tips that you would give to female audience specifically as an athlete and an entrepreneur? Because I feel like for guys maybe it's easier to be like the bro gyms at the gym, like trying to lift heavy, and it's kind of a stereotype that we can go into easily, you know? Whereas maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm generalizing, but maybe for female it's harder to go into the gym because you're not sure what to do, or maybe you're conscious about how, you know, people are looking at you. So maybe any like female perspective that you can give to the audience that might help them start their fitness journey or keep their fitness journey?
I would say it's never too late to start, and it's never late to see the progress. Because I started after 40, so people would think, you know, in the 30s you are the sporty, but I started late. So I would say to, you know, there is no really tips, because it's you know, depending on each person and their mindset. But if you really wanna see the difference, like make it start today.
I love that.
You know, every day. So don't say tomorrow, after summer. Start now, and believe me, with a good nutrition and fitness, within 2 months, you will see completely different body. And
Amazing.
I say that, and I remember how many times I said, it's impossible, but believe me, you can reach out to me anytime. I will be
please.
happy to help, assist, and give the guidance and share my stories. And don't think about others if they're looking at you, what they think. But for example, yesterday I made a mistake and I went to the gym for very hard training, and I was the last in the training. People were making 20 burpees, I managed to do 5. And I really liked it, that I am the last and I'm the slowest one.
Because why? Why did you like that?
Because I like to push myself higher, to discover my strength. So I went, you know, by mistake to this gym.
Was it Toluca?
Exercise. This was Toluca. It was the Hox. How do you call this?
Hyrox?
Hyrox.
Okay.
So completely not prepared. You know, I thought it's functional training, but then I realized that I made a mistake with the time. So because it's again mindset and your personality. I like to put the bar higher and higher and higher. So I really was laughing at myself that, oh, they're looking at me and they think, what is she doing here? She's not even looking, you know, her body doesn't fit to what we do here because the ladies were more, you know.
Stocky, no?
Yeah.
I know what you mean,
But I loved it. I was laughing and I said, I like to be in that position also. So again, just, you know, come with a humor to that, whatever you do, because everyone started. So
it's the same with starting anything, no?
Exactly.
It's you're going into an unknown zone.
Indeed.
And then you might
to start is not easy, and to leave the comfort zone is not easy, of course. So I am the person that loves to be outside of comfort zone, and is always explorer. Explorer in business, explorer in fitness, in nutrition. I think the life, you know, is constructed the way that we need to grow, and we need to always get into unknown, because that's the beauty. Because if we know what's the magic, you know?
So this is the Eva I know from off camera. She's always telling me you can do anything, Dylan. You think what you can, think of what you can do, and you will achieve it. And Eva tells me, for her, she knows she's gonna get whatever she wants. She sometimes talks about buying a house, you know, getting a business from her client. It's not a question of yes or no. She knows she's gonna get the business. Yeah, when is she gonna get the business? And I think maybe the last question I will ask is, for me, taking this journey of, you know, leaving the company and starting my, I guess, freelance business of personal trainer, it took a lot of courage. And I always tell myself, I quit my previous company, Gartner. I can see their office over there. Not with head high confidence, knowing what to do. I actually quit Gartner with very, very high uncertainty, like shaking because of being so scared. And
it's natural.
But I was this. I wanted to do it, even though my body was saying don't do it. But what was your why did you decide to? Because I from my understanding, you were working in a banking sector, which is very stable. The commissions are ludicrous, and you can make a very good living out of working in a bank, in the banking sector. But what made you kind of take that leap of faith?
You know, I think I was chosen by clients. So I was always lucky to do what I like, to work where I like, and people that I work with. So there were some complications with the bank, and then I decided to leave. And when I left, I got a lot of calls from existing clients.
Wow.
So I was between take a job that stay at the job, or take another job that gives you the comfort zone and good pay, or actually check your strength. Can you do it? So when will you do that? Is when you are single, when you know that it's only you know, like you don't have much responsibility. So this is when I started, and I felt confident I can do it. But you know, you learn this confidence step by step by seeing that, oh, the client is ready to work with me. The client actually says, you know, Eva, we know that with you things will happen. So we believe in you. So when you see that people, they look at you with this perception and they believe in you, then you believe in yourself, because you have no choice. It's as people sees you, you see yourself after. So again, it was a complete combination, you know, of not only personality and taking risks in life, but also the people that were surrounded me. They gave me this confidence. So in 6 months, when I started, I saw the big difference.
Really?
And I flew. So beautiful journey.
So that didn't happen to me.
Not yet. yet.
Oh yeah,
But
not,
you
I love
know-
that. Not yet.
You know that this is the time, and also because of meeting and selecting people you are
Yeah.
with,
Yeah.
you will be inspired and
Yeah.
you will start believing. So because I believe in you, Dylan, you can do it.
I love that.
You cannot doubt yourself.
No, it's
you
true.
know?
That's true.
That's it.
Okay, I think that's a good place to finish. Any last advice to my 156 audience?
Love your life, love what you do with a passion. Every day is a miracle, and appreciate what you have. And start. Whatever you want to start, don't wait. Just go for it.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, thank you so much, Eva, for having
Thank
me.
you.
That's it for first episode, Fit for Business. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will shoot another one. So please hit the subscribe button to see any upcoming videos. And that was Eva. I'll put on the link where you can reach out to her. So yeah, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you. Thank
See
you
you.
for everything, Dylan.
No
Pleasure
problem.
to meet you, spend time with you, and let's inspire each other.
Yes, thank you. All right.